Howdy folks, TJ here. Little bit different video for me today, although I've done videos in the past about what I'm holding in my hand. Laser discs. Are you familiar with Laserdisc? If you're not, it basically went VHS tapes, and then the answer to that was laser discs. They're about the size of a typical old LP album. Better video, better audio quality, and then of course you had DVD. After DVD, you had the battle between the high defs of the HD or Blu-ray. I remember seeing them, choose which one you want. And then eventually we know that Blu-ray won. And then now what do they have? Blu-ray UHD, ultra high definition or whatever. We don't even have one of those Blu-ray 4K or high definitions in the house. The best we can mull up is a Blu-ray. Although I've been considering buying one of those Ultra HD Blu-rays because one of my favorite movies is, I don't know if you consider it a B flick now. I consider it a great movie of the time, and I have watched it so many times. I think I own the VHS. I believe I own the soundtrack, but I couldn't find it. It's someplace in my CD collection or upstairs in my wife's CD collection. But what am I talking about? Hackers. I have made my first purchase in quite some time on a Laserdisc I've been wanting to get because Hackers is one of my favorite movies. It's been probably about a year since I purchased a Laserdisc last, and this one has become, I don't know if it's a cult classic, what it is, but this Laserdisc goes for astronomically high prices. And I've got to get that phone. So hold on a second, I'll be right back to you. It's an important call, I'm sure. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, see, my channel is basically, I just put up a camera and I start shooting. Anyway, so yeah, the history of Blu-ray, DVD, and all that fun stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to get a Blu-ray. And I saw recently, and the reason I ended up talking about this is because they have a Blu-ray Ultra HD Hackers special that you can get from Amazon, but I don't have the player. So I was considering buying it and maybe in the future I'll have the player. But before that, I wanted this damn Laserdisc. And the pricing on this is astronomically crazy. I did an okay price on mine. The case, and as you'll see here in a moment, or the cover, the art cover, is a bit goofed up, a bit ripped up. It's not perfect. More perfect ones would be $100. This one I ended up getting for $50 plus postage, which is high. I should have bought it years ago when it was a little lower for a more premium edition. But now on eBay, these things go for $100. They've got Japanese versions that are $100 and some odd dollars. So I'm just happy to own it. So here's what the front cover looks like. I haven't even really looked at it yet, so I'll show you in a few different angles here because of the glare of the light. And then let me show you the back one, and then we'll talk about the cover a little bit, and then I'll talk about the movie and even the soundtrack, because I do enjoy the Hackers soundtrack as well. There is some really good music on there. Anyway, on the front cover, it says Hackers, and it says this is the deluxe letterbox edition of the best cyber film of the year, Randall Blom at KATU TV ABC. You thought your secrets were safe. You were wrong. That's what the cover says. And this is a Dolby surround stereo release, digital sound. If you don't know Laserdisc and you're saying, TJ, why would you want something this big and herkin? It's the size of an LP. It's because the audio on a Laserdisc sounds much superior to many of us than what a DVD sound is. There's lots of fun things you could do with a Laserdisc. You could go to an exact picture, an exact slide. It's not a slide, but I'm old. A slide on what you want to look at and pause it right there. There's some fun tracking things you can do with a Laserdisc, and the audio is stupendously wonderful. Anyway, front cover, it says Laserdisc MGM UA home video. On the back, there's all sorts of fun text. We're going to read some of it to you. This is, I'm not going to show you the movie. I can't. I'll copyright stuff. But we're going to chat about Hackers because you think about it, actually, there's multiple personalities, multiple actors on here. Angelina Jolie, Jonny Lee Miller, the short penguin guy. What the hell's his name? Doom. What's the hell is his name in the movie? I'm already forgetting. I go by Doom. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's some strange name. Hackers have fun names, like Zero Cool was Jonny Lee Miller. You have these little code names for people, and he was Zero Cool, and they all have fun little names. It's geeky, but it's fun at the same time. And that's what I love about this movie. And the music is quite fun. We'll talk about music in a second, but Hackers succeeds at just about everything the net failed to. I love the net, though. The movie with Sandra Bullock was pretty damn good. I like the net. I'm an easy movie guy. If it's entertaining, I'm good. If it's not entertaining, I don't care about it. But I don't bash anything. Anyway, boot up for suspense action and high-powered excitement as the rebels of the information age fight an electrifying battle in this sharp, cutting-edge adventure. At stake is their freedom, their pride, and perhaps even the planet. Hack the planet! That's another saying from the movie. Hack the planet. The tall Scooby-Doo guy. What the hell's his name? I'm forgetting all these names. Maybe they'll mention them in here. I'll see in a second. But there's a lot of actors and actresses that went on to quite some big things. I'm impressed. And I love them in these early things. While practicing the tricks of the trade, a neophyte hacker, in quotes, accomplishes the nearly impossible. He hacks the highly secure Gibson. I don't even know, was that a real thing? Was that a fake thing? I just remember, I'm going to hack the Gibson. But I don't have any clue if that was real or not. At the Ellingson Mineral Corporation. But in doing so, he unknowingly taps into a high-tech embezzling scheme, which is masked by a virus that could cause horrific environmental disaster. In the flash of a nanosecond, the young hacker and his pals are targeted for the crime by the FBI and Ellingson's deranged computer whiz. That's right, the plague. The plague. Anyway, that's Fisher Stevens. That's the name I was reaching for. And he was in that little robot movie, the robot, I don't remember. I'm like this. I don't remember, but I remember there was a robot and there was batteries included, batteries not included. I don't know, something like that. Fisher Stevens, go Google it. When they discover the terrifying extent of the plague's warped plans, the group pools their techno skills together to launch a massive cyberspace attack, one that will hopefully clear the names and prevent an ecological disaster of global proportions. Pulsating with nonstop action and nail-biting tension, Hackers is a hip, fast-paced spectacle the American Urban Radio Network calls an experience you will never forget. And then there's a whole chapter search. So that's the cool thing. You could do chapter searches. I don't know if this will come in, but there's chapter search here. This is a pretty toned-down Laserdisc. It's just a cover, case, and the Laserdisc inside. Others are big old books, or you open them up to flap them open to all sorts of other information. They're fun, and that's what Laserdisc collectors probably enjoy part of it, because they love to pick this up and read it and have fun with it. It's more than just a digital or analog thing that you're watching or hearing, but it's a visual on a hard copy of something at the same time. It's really cool. So chapter searches are here. It's in color. Running time, 1 hour, 44 minutes. This is an extended play. So there's a side 1 and 2. Some of the other Laserdisc compilations come with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Laserdiscs to make the whole movie. It's really strange, but interesting. Dade is the name of Jonny Lee Miller's character. Kate is Angelina Jolie. Yes, she is a pretty girl. And back then, little TJ in the 90s, I wasn't so little, but yeah, she was hot. And I dig Jonny Lee Miller in everything he's done since. Same with Angelina Jolie. Jesse Bradford is Joey. He is still, I don't know if he's still an actor, but he's been in a number of things. He didn't get as big time as, obviously, Jonny Lee Miller or Angelina Jolie. Serial is Matthew Lillard. He's the guy in the Scooby-Doo movies, Shaggy. And he's done other things, obviously the Scream stuff. And I find him quite a good actor. So he definitely made his path pretty well. Lawrence Mason is Nikon. He had, I think, photographic memory. That's why his name was Nikon. Renoli Santiago is Farik. You've seen him in some other things, but again, he is one that maybe has been in some other movies and stuff, but didn't quite get on the same level as the first two actors here. Fisher Stevens is obviously big. He's the Plague. Lauren Murphy, Alberta Watson. She's in, what's the name of the police show on TV? Rizzolian Isles. She's the mom, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and she's a younger version here. Everybody's younger in the 1990s, right? That are from this movie. Now they're old like me and you probably watching this. Darren Lee is Razor, and Peter Y. Kim is Blade. So it's an Ian Softly film. You'll see his name posted around. And it's hackers. Johnny Lee Miller and Angelina Jolie. They're really pushing, it looks like, Fisher Stevens as well. Lorraine Bracco. Lorraine Bracco's the mom. Lauren Murphy. Alberta Watson. Lauren Murphy. Which one was that? I don't know who that was. I'm surprised they didn't say Lorraine Bracco. She is, I think, Fisher Stevens' girlfriend in the movie and says the plague once in a while and global catastrophic disturbances in the forest type of comments. So they didn't list her as part of the cast, but they show it here as Lorraine Bracco. Okay, interesting. And there's great music. This is rated, does it say PG-13? Yeah, I think there's only one slip of a Angelina Jolie boob. I'll call it that. So anyway, they show some pictures on the back here. I don't know how well you'll get them, but that's it. So Hackers, a very fun movie. I love it. Some people may not. Is it true hacker stuff? No. Is there some probably true hackery things in there? Sure, I'm sure there's a few things in there. But it's a movie. It's here to entertain you. The soundtrack, I used to listen to the heck out of it on CD. I still have it someplace. The one song that stands out to me is by Squeeze. I think it's what, Heaven Knows? Heaven something? Heaven Knows, maybe? It's a melodic, romantic end of the movie song while they're in the pool, finally getting together. I don't want to tell you too much, but you've probably seen the movie. But anyway, they're in a pool and they're getting together. Angelina Jolie and Johnny Lee Miller date, and what the hell's her? Kate. Date and Kate. Date Kate. In a pool, and the song is playing as the movie goes out, and they're making sweet, well, they didn't make love, but they were making love by kissing and stuff. So that song stands out. Heaven Knows by Squeeze, I think it is. Anyway, the soundtrack has the beginning, when you turn on this movie, there's a song at the beginning that's really gets you into the vibe. It's more techno, for lack of a better word, techno sounding to me. And a lot of the songs in the movie are quite fun and like that as well. So, yeah, I'm glad to own Hackers on Laserdisc. This was a wish. You'll see that the case is boogered up on here in the corner. It's not perfect. I took the Laserdisc out. It's been played. I don't know if this was in somebody's jukebox, but it's been played, and it's got some scuffs and scratches on it. But I did go slam it in my Pioneer player. It did seem to play at least a little bit. I did. Maybe I'll have to go watch it in full. I don't see any rot on it. That was a problem on some Laserdiscs. Crotch rot. It gets rot, and it starts rotting from the inside out, I guess, and you just can't play the movie too well after that. So luckily, this doesn't have it. I don't know if this studio was one that was plagued by crotch rot. It's not called crotch rot, but that sounds more... That's what came to mind. So anyway, Hackers, we'll end this. Thanks for watching the video. I am so proud and happy to own Hackers for a somewhat fair price. I think $50 plus shipping is okay. I could have got a pristine version of that a number of years ago for that. Now, if you want a pristine version, you're looking at about $100 or more. That's it. Thanks for watching the video. And to end, hack the planet! Hack the planet! I love that. I love this movie. It's a lot of fun.